let's check back in with Storm Watch 12 meteorologist Oliver Smith to see what our conditions are looking like for us outside right now.
It's actually pretty nice out for most of the area, except the only places that do have some air quality issues are over in Yreka, Montague, and extending out towards Klamath Falls. In fact, in the moderate air quality, but still that's not even that bad. Rogue Valley, the Oregon coast, Weed, Mount Shasta City, all looking pretty good, except over towards Summer Lake. You're getting a lot of smoke from Central Oregon. You're now in the very unhealthy air category at this time. Fortunately for our viewing area, that's the only place that's looking really bad. Now for tonight, winds calming down. We're going to see that continue throughout the overnight hours. And once we get towards tomorrow afternoon, we'll start seeing those winds pick up, especially east of the Cascades and along the Oregon coast. Now, all the thunderstorms that we had over Lake County now have pushed off towards the east, so we're going to continue to clear on out for the remainder part of tonight. Hotter temperatures are going to slowly start to shift off towards the east as well, because we have a pretty decent system up to, just off the coast of Vancouver Island right now. The coolest area stays well up to our north, but this does push in, and we will start to cool off for tomorrow. It's currently 55 in Brookings and Gold Beach, 74 in Medford, still a warm 80 in Montague, but we have 50s, 60s, and 70s east of the Cascades. 74 a bit warm in Lakeview, nice and cool already, 59 in Chemult. Temperatures tonight dropping into the 50s for most regions. We'll get close to that 60-degree mark in Medford and Yreka, 56 in Mount Shasta City, and 51 for Brookings. If you're planning your day for tomorrow, we're going to be seeing a few clouds early on in the day. We'll see lots of sunshine. We won't be looking at any threat of thunderstorms all throughout the region as well, but we'll see some smoke, but nowhere near as much as we were looking at over the last couple of days. Forecast highs still in the 70s along the Oregon coast, upper 80s to low 90s for the Rogue Valley, 87 for Grants Pass, but still pretty warm over in Yreka at 96 degrees, and generally upper 80s, low 90s east of the Cascades with low 70s over towards Crater Lake. So there is that high fire danger for the Klamath Basin for tomorrow afternoon into the evening. Could be looking at wind gusts around 40 miles an hour, pretty similar to what we saw for today. In fact, Lakeview had a peak gust of 38 miles an hour earlier today. So very similar conditions for tomorrow. We just won't have the thunderstorms. It'll just be dry, low humidity, and that could spread fires if they exist or they start up for whatever reason. So we're going to be looking at the smoke continuing for tonight, especially over towards Summer Lake, where we've already seen the air quality deteriorate quite a bit. The wind's picking up out of the west for tomorrow afternoon. Most of the smoke stays into northern Klamath and Lake counties. And then once we get towards Friday, winds kind of shift directions just a little bit and weaken, and we may start seeing a little bit of some of that return of smoke into the Rogue Valley, but it doesn't look at this point to be super thick. So that system that we were just looking at pushes in for tomorrow, so temperatures definitely not as hot. We stay in a pretty strong northwesterly flow for the next several days, so temperatures actually getting to be a little bit below average for this time of year. And you know, at the end of July and early August, that's definitely some great news. But once we get towards next week, we'll be looking at towards Monday and into Tuesday, a system will move into the region. We do have a chance of seeing some showers, especially along the Oregon coast, and that could also spread inland as well. But then we get to Wednesday and beyond, the hot temperatures from the desert southwest move into our region, and it looks to get hot yet again in 7 to 10 days from now. So for the Oregon coast into the 70s through Friday, temperatures dropping into the 60s. Could see some showers possible on Monday and into Tuesday. Northern California overnight lows mostly into the 50s, high temperatures into the mid-90s, dropping into the lower 90s and eventually 80s. Best chance of any kind of rain would be on Tuesday. Klamath Basin, same kind of scenario, overnight lows comfortable into the 40s, highs dropping into the 80s beginning this weekend. Nice and pleasant temperatures overall. Cascades will go into the 70s for the next 7 days. Overnight lows into the 40s and 50s. Best chance of showers will be on Monday and Tuesday. And for the Rogue Valley, we're going to stay dry. Temperatures near 90 for the next several days. Our best chance of rain, any kind of rain, would be on Tuesday.